What's up, guys? Welcome to another exciting, titillating, orgasmic edition of Radical Rock and Record Reviews. I'm your host, Wild Ride bassist Mick Watkins, and today, guys, I'm going to talk to you about a band and an album that you need to hear and you need to know about. I'm talking about none other than 100% pure concentrated acid metalers from Australia. We're talking about the mighty Sabir right here and their debut EP, Gates Ajar. Check that shit out. You got the cool slip cover right there with all the cool chrome. This is the actual album cover, which has kind of got a cool classic Frank Frazetta, Ken Kelly style artwork. I'm telling you what, guys, if you're a fan of, let's say, late 70s, early 80s, new wave of British heavy metal, let's say if you're a fan of like early Metallica, Kill 'Em All era, and let's say if you're a big fan of, let's say, like debut album, Last Command, Inside the Electric Circus era Wasp, mixed with a little sprinkle with a little shot at the Devil era Motley Crue, if that sounds good to you, then this is your band right here, Sabir, and their debut EP from 2018, released on Burning Leather Mexico Records. Sabir, Gates Ajar. Now, as you see, it's got this awesome, kind of cool, beautiful chrome slip cover artwork. Take it off, and there's the actual album cover, which has kind of got a cool classic Frank Frazetta, Ken Kelly style artwork. There's the back of the album, the lead singer and kind of the brainchild, the main songwriter of the band, Scarlett Monastyrsky. Scarlett Monastyrsky, yes. He's kind of got this really fucking cool vibe, dude. Because I've always been a big fan of theatrical rock and metal, you know what I mean? Growing up a huge fan of fucking Alice Cooper and Kiss and Marilyn Manson and Motley Crue. This is right up my fucking alley, okay? The lead singer, Scarlett Monastyrsky, okay? He's got this vibe. Now, whenever I first found out about this band, okay, on Anderson Tiago's YouTube channel, New Wave of Traditional Heavy Metal Full Albums. Let's give Anderson Tiago a shout out real quick, okay? Because I have found so much killer fucking music. The greatest hard rock heavy metal going nowadays, in my opinion. Thanks to Anderson Tiago's New Wave of Traditional Heavy Metal Full Albums channel. And I found Sabir on this YouTube channel, okay? And as soon as I pressed play on the music video for Rise to the Top, it had this kind of early to mid 80s quality about the video. And dude, the fucking drums kick in, and automatically seeing the lead singer, Scarlett Monastyrsky, and hearing the fucking song, the first thing that came to my mind was this fucking movie right here. The 1986 classic, horror movie classic, starring Gene Simmons and Ozzy Osbourne. And the kid from Growing Pains, or not Growing Pains, fuck. I can't remember what the fucking show was. Anyway, this movie right here, 1986's horror movie, heavy metal classic, Trick or Treat. Now, in this movie, okay, the main villain is this fucking rock star, this kind of Alice Cooper, Ozzy Osbourne-esque rock star who dies in a fire, and then he comes back to life to help little Eddie Weinbauer get revenge from all the bullies at his high school. Well, anyway, the dude in this movie's named Sammy Kerr, okay? And the lead singer of fucking Sabir is he's like the real life modern version of Sammy Kerr, all right? So I definitely thought of this movie, which that's the DVD re-release with the shitty, horrible cover. Anyway, so yeah, automatically the music on Sabir Gates Ajar totally made me think of Sammy Kerr and the Trick or Treat soundtrack, which was written and performed by Eddie Clark and Fastway. Totally got those vibes. So because I love that and I love all things like 80s heavy metal and hard rock, I absolutely instantly fell in love with this fucking band. I mean, this band kind of runs the gamut of all things classic 80s heavy metal and hard rock. but it's modern, it's new. It's just got this fresh kind of vibe, but still sounds like it's from back then. It's killer, dude. So the band Sabir is Scarlett Monastirski, lead vocals, lead guitar. Okay, these guys have really weird fucking names, so I'm gonna try my best to kind of get through this. Ivor Redocheski on guitar. Okay, Zoran Makirk on bass, which this dude plays like a badass BC Rich Iron Bear bass, which I would love to fucking have eventually. And then rounding out the band is Paul Corbin, which he's got a normal name, thankfully, on drums. So Scarlett Manaskiski, Ivor Radachersky, Zoran Makirk, and Paul Corbin. That's Sabir. Okay? This album is just so fucking good, dude. These guys, like I said, if I had to describe their sound, I would definitely say you take, the first 3 Wasp albums. You take Wasp, you take The Last Command, you take Inside the Electric Circus, then you sprinkle in a little, let's say, early Motorhead. Then you sprinkle in a little Kill 'Em All era Metallica. Then you take a little bit of Shout the Devil era Motley Crue and sprinkle that in. Then you throw that bitch into the fucking rock and roll heavy metal blender and you get this. Sabir's debut EP from 2018, Gates Ajar. Dude, excellent. Excellent stuff. So you open up the CD case. I have the CD playing the stereo in the background. There's the band, Scarlett Monastirski on bass, Zoran, guitar, Ivor, there's Paul on drums. Solid band, dude. Solid band. I could not, anybody that says, because this is why I'm doing this video, anybody that says, well, rock and metal music isn't as good as it used to be back in the 70s or the 80s or the 90s, whatever. I'm like, bullshit, dude. Okay, just because the mainstream media isn't pushing this shit out at all these festivals and on iHeartRadio and all this stuff, doesn't mean that there isn't killer, kick-ass, heavy metal, and hard rock in this modern day. You know what? Don't worry about being spoon-fed by the media. Get on the internet. The internet's your friend. And I tell you what, go to Anderson Tiago's New Wave of Traditional Heavy Metal full album channel. You will find all kinds of killer stuff. And that's where I found Sabir, dude. I'm telling you what, you will fucking love this record. The record kicks off with track number 1, Helaim, which is like an intro. It's kind of got this real creepy ass, nightmarish tribal vibe that totally fits the album cover. And then it goes into One for the Road, One for the Road. Every song on this album is just so anthemic, and the hooks are just so catchy, dude. They just pierce into your fucking skin and do not let you go until the end of the record. Track number 3, Rise to the Top, the music video that I first saw and the first song I heard of the band that just hooked me. Dude, that song should be a hit all over rock radio. It should be in the top fucking 10 all over the planet if people knew what the fuck was going on. But instead, rock radio, I was wanting to say metal radio, but that doesn't even exist anymore. But if they had a clue, they'd be blasting this shit all this. This is music people need to hear by one of the very, very best modern bands going. Okay? Track number 4, Black Widow. Okay? That's the song playing in the background. One of my favorite songs on this album for sure. And one of the things about this band is yes, I brought up the fact that they kind of have a vibe like Wasp and Motorhead and Metallica, and maybe a little Motley Crue. The lead singer, Scarlett Monastirski, he has a very, his voice sounds a lot like The Offspring's Dexter Holland, which I've read and listened to interviews from him. And he has said that The Offspring is one of his earliest influences. So if you dig that style of voice, it's like you take Dexter Holland and mix it with Blackie Lawless. Dude, Scarlett Monastirski, he's the fucking man, dude. You rule. But anyway, on this song, Black Widow, one of my favorite tracks on the EP. I love the lyrics in the second verse. They're so they're so un-PC You just gotta love it. But I'm gonna quote the lyrics. I'm gonna read them to you from the booklet. And they go something like this. Keep going like that, and you'll surely hit the spot. Why don't you come on here and set down on my cock? I want you, baby, and you're all I think about. I want your nails in me as I eat you out. That's fucking pure genius, dude. I absolutely love that. That's so Blackie Lawless, early Wasp, so Bon Scott-esque, Gene Simmons-esque, you know, pure toilet poetry. You can't help but love it. It's fucking amazing. You know, great stuff, great stuff. So then you go from Black Widow, which I believe is track 4. Then you go to track 5, Slave to the Whip. Another thrashing song that just stomps with the punk ferocity and the thrash style, but also just has this kind of real glammy, cool pop sense to it that just gets stuck in your fucking head, and all day long you will be singing this song and just singing all these songs. The track number 6, which to me I think is the best song from this album, and it's just, it's the epic, okay? It's the epic of this album. And I absolutely love the beginning. I just love the changes and the transitions. And I really love the section, the little breakdown after the solo in this song. But I'm talking about track number 6, Demons Calling. This song is like the perfect mixture of like early Motorhead meets Kill 'Em All era Metallica with the bastard child of Dexter Holland and Blackie Lawless singing on top of it. Excellent song. And then the album closes with track number 7, Make Me Shiver. You make me shiver, ooh, you make me shake, make me shiver. Oh, so good, so good. So yeah, guys, you seriously need to check this out. Sabir, Gates Ajar. Look this up right after this video. Look this fucking album up, EP up. You will not be disappointed. Okay, so yeah, this band was formed in 2010 in Ontario, Canada, by Scarlett Monastersky, and I think like after a few kind of failed lineups, you know, he was like, "Fuck it, I need to restart." So then I was reading that he moved to Australia, and that's where he found the rest of the dudes and rounded out the lineup. As far as I've read and I've heard in interviews lately that coming up next year in 2021, Sabir will release their debut full-length album. And it's going to be called Yacht, which is spelled J-A with the little umlauts over it. So J-A with the little umlauts, T-T, Yacht. And the lead singer said that that title is based off of this language that he created when he was a kid or a teenager or some crazy shit. It's pretty wild, man. But yeah, but that album's called Yacht, and it's kind of based upon you know, the physical and the mental state of hell. Ooh, it sounds pretty fucking rad, pretty fucking rad. And I know some of these songs that are gonna be on Yacht, which hopefully comes out soon, man, which I've heard hopefully early to mid 2021. But some of the songs that they have played on their recently released killer live video on YouTube, Sabir Live in Hamburg, Germany, 2020. Check that out, and you will hear 4 of the brand new tracks from Yacht. Those songs are called Cut Me Down, PFH, well, like kind of the Wasp style with the P.F.H, and PFH stands for Pure Fucking Hell. And then Ice Cold Lust and I'm a Rock. All 4 of the songs are promising and just as killer as anything on Gates Ajar. Dude, so you know what? I cannot wait to hear the next Sabir release. And they also released earlier this year, I think, or maybe late last year, their standalone single, a song called Mistress Mistress, which is another killer song and a cool kind of black and white gritty music video. So yeah, guys, check out Sabir, their debut EP from 2018, Gates Ajar. You will not be disappointed, guys. You will not be disappointed. And if you want to buy a physical copy of this, go to the band's Bandcamp, sabiracid7.bandcamp.com. sabiracid7.bandcamp.com. Support these guys. I know they have this. I really, really want this album on vinyl. And I've written Scarlett a couple times. It's probably like, what the fuck? What's wrong with this guy? But I've written Scarlett a couple times on Instagram. And I've asked him, like, dude, when will the vinyl of the Gates Ajar get pressed again? And he's told me, again, a couple times, that, like, hopefully sometime next year. So, yeah, I really want to get this on vinyl. Because on these videos, I'm talking about albums. Dude, I love CDs. CDs are great. But it's so better to hold up the big 12-inch vinyl and show it to you guys as I talk about it. You know, it's a better display piece. But anyway, yeah, guys. So go sabiracid7.bandcamp.com. Buy you a physical CD of Gates Ajar. I know they have awesome T-shirts. They got patches and shit, which I need a badass Sabir patch for my fucking battle vest and my denim jacket. Because it's denim and leather. Yeah. But anyway, guys, I just want to do a quick video today. Expose you guys to Sabir. Some new heavy metal, dude. Fuck all the nonsense that people say. Well, there isn't any good rock or metal anymore. Everything's been done. Everything sucks. Bullshit, dude. It does not suck when a band like Sabir exists. So go out and listen to this on YouTube. And if you fucking like it, if it's your fucking bag, baby, go on Bandcamp, buy you a Gates Ajar CD, buy you the cassette tape, and support this fucking band. And I really hope that after this COVID shit ends, I would love to see these fucking dudes go on tour. You know, like we need to get just a badass big tour, like a Titans of modern traditional heavy metal tour of bands like Sabir, Hunt, Enforcer, Night Demon, Wild Ride. Throw together a fucking tour of the Titans, dude. Let's blaze up the fucking U.S., dude. Because heavy metal and hard rock fans... Oh, and Savage Master. You gotta throw my buds and Savage Master on that fucking list. But, dude, people need to hear this. Expose your friends. Tell your friends about Sabir. Once again, badass album cover. You open up the CD. There's the cool members. Scarlett Marastiski. I gotta look at their names. Zoran, Ivor, and Paul. I salute you guys. You guys fucking rule. You guys are titans of true kick-ass melodic, hook-laden, nutsack stomping, nipple tweaking, hard rock and classic heavy metal. Sabir rules, guys. I'm gonna get off here. You all have a blessed day, and I will see you next time on the next episode of Radical Rockin' Motherfucking Record Reviews. Yeah! By Sabir. They fucking rule.